Hey everyone, this is Natalie. Welcome to Power Moon Tarot and welcome to your reading today. Today I have a special reading for you called Limited Contact, What's Their Issue? So maybe you wish that this person would reach out to you more, or maybe you're waiting on a text message or an invite for a next date, or you're currently with this person and the communication's just not going well. We're gonna cover all these situations here. So it's called Limited Contact, What's Their Issue? And in the description box below, I'm going to link to the extended reading where I will be using in the extended reading the Divine Time Oracle to figure out when you will receive communication and how you're going to feel when you receive communication. And we'll also be using my Lyrics of the Heart deck as well here too, okay? So thank you so much, you guys. I'm really excited to read for you. Yesterday I crossed 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which was really exciting, and I have like a couple more videos. I have one more video after this, and then I will have uploaded 100 videos. So there is so much material on my channel. There's so many videos that you can watch. Not all videos are about love readings. Some are spiritual readings, etc. And as I was getting ready to settle into this reading, I put my Archangel Michael little statue here right by our cards today. And when I started, there were sirens in the background, which always is a greeting from Archangel Michael. So glory to Archangel Michael. It's Friday, it's Venus Day. It's a beautiful day to to realize our soul's truth today, okay? And we're gonna do it one reading at a time. All right, guys, so let's get settled in and take a breath, okay, everybody? We're gonna get real settled in. Spirits, angels, and guides, particularly my favorite, Archangel Michael, please come through today in the readings to shed some truth and some light on this topic for my piles number 1, 2, and 3. Thank you. Okay, so no request is too big or too small for Archangel Michael. If you work with the angels, you know that. You know the angels love us and care for us, okay? And the other thing I want to point out is oftentimes when you're watching readings, you're looking for confirmation that a detail or a clue for your situation. Also, you're looking to make sure that it actually resonates and makes sense to you. But sometimes I want us to go deeper into readings and reveal information that we didn't know or we hadn't considered, and also to empower us, right? Those are kind of my goals as a reader. Is I like to give confirmation, but I also want to reveal things that you hadn't known or hadn't considered, and really shed some light so that we can empower ourselves with that information. So that's my intention for this reading. I have some lofty goals. Okay, and so with that being said, my pile number 1, 2, and 3, let's go ahead and zero in on the piles. And you can click in the description box below directly to go to your pile and skip the intro if you like here. But for pile number 1, we have this fairy stone. This is a new stone that I've got recently, and I got it from the UK. I got it shipped to me from the UK, and I just absolutely love it, okay? So this is like a pink and red fairy stone, okay? So that's pile number 1. Pile number 2 is the soothing and beautiful amethyst stone. And pile number 3 is the sassy, cool, and bougie. What's that song by Beyonce? I'm moody, I'm sassy, I'm bougie. That's it. Anyway, I think about that when I think about this fire and ice crystal here, okay? Maybe some Scorpios will like that. But anyway, I'm not trying to influence you anyway. You should pick the pile that you are drawn to, that resonates with you. And do click the description box below to link to your pile. Also, the extended reading link will be below too, along with my how to reach out to me on Instagram and how to request a private reading, okay? So thank you so much, you guys, and let's get into it. Let's move aside piles 3 and 2, and they will come in a little bit here, okay? And so let's go ahead and take a look at my pile number 1. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You have chosen this pinkish red fairy crystal that I got from the UK, and our question is, limited contact, what's their issue, okay? Do join me on the extended reading below, link in the description box if you'd like to find out timing and when you'll hear from this person and how you're going to feel when you hear from them, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead, pile number one. You guys have a matching crystal to match this deck, all right? So, but before we do the cards, I always do this. Before we do the cards, let's go ahead and get into your oracle cards as well here. So we have some oracle cards. Why do you have limited contact with this person and what is their issue, okay? So we have, I know you are the one, and that scares me, okay? So this person thinks you are the one, pile number one, and it's scaring them a little bit. So they're probably hesitating. We have empath, okay? So one or both of you is an empath and you're being drained by those around you through negative situations. Establish healthy boundaries for protection of yourself and your counterpart, okay? So we'll talk about that in a minute here. I adore your smirks, your smiles. I love your cute little laugh, okay? So somebody, they're into it here. Pleasure, nothing comes close to how deep you please me. Well, this person seems to be enjoying you, pile number one. You have no idea how badly I want to taste you. Thirsty. Okay, somebody here is thirsty as hell. Maybe that's you, pile number one. I don't know. Are you thirsty? Leave a comment. We have Master Jesus, forgiveness here. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. Okay, so maybe one or both of you has an issue with your father, and that's where, you know, with the blue here, I'm being drawn to the throat chakra. Maybe there was some issues with communication in the family that caused this person to be a challenge, you know, have challenges with communication. It says, I watch you while you sleep. You don't know this, but you look like an angel. Love obsession. Yeah, this person. And then we have, I think about someone else too. Are you fucking someone else? Them cheating ways. Okay, so this person could have more than one option, but what I'm really drawn to here is, are you fucking someone else? Like this person may have concerns that you're with other people, and they might be scared that if they end up with you, that you will leave them or cheat on them, okay? And then we have the courting man, karma, okay, in short term. So I think this person believes that their worst fear would be that, or not their worst fear, but their biggest concern is that this could be a short-term connection, and that because you are this amazing person, pile number one, that this is actually going to put karma on their asses if they treat this as like a just kind of a blasé, like routine, optional connection. And I think that they, with karma and short term, I think they're a little bit afraid of what that means, okay? And I think they, like, would you, like, your level of, I think this person respects you is what I'm getting here. So they might be concerned that you would get angry or disappointed or pissed off, right? If they went ahead, because it looks like here, like they're very sexually drawn to you, but also emotionally here too, with the watching you sleep and adoring your smirks and smiles. So, but I get a real sexual feeling in this pile too. And I think this person might be concerned that if they did do something wrong in the connection, or if they didn't live up to your standards, that you wouldn't forgive them, you'd send them packing and you'd cut them out, right? So I think this person's a little afraid of having something short term with you, and so they hang back because they don't just want to be a short-term option, okay? And they in the past could have been this courting man or woman who courted quite a bit of options and quite a bit of people, and for some reason they are not able to do that same kind of a process with you because they realize your value here, all right? And some of you could be very sensitive and empathic people here, and you might give people chances. I'm touching the back of my ear as well, so there could be, some of you could be turned on with somebody kissing your ears or touching your ears or whispering in your ears. Some of you could be clairaudient as well here, and have really strong intuition. But this person is, you know, they're realizing that you are the one, and that scares them, okay? And that's why they are having a hard time, because I think they're afraid if they make a wrong move that you're not going to forgive them, that you're not going to accept them or forgive them, okay? And I think they're worried that you could be with someone else, all right? Although they watch you, I get the feeling that this person is watching you. So pile number one, let's go ahead and look at your tarot cards here, all right? I think this person is concerned that you're not going to be amicable towards them if something happens here, all right? Because we have karma and short term. So, and I do feel like pile number one, if they treat you that way, they will have karma, okay? Because you are a good person, pile number one. Don't doubt that about yourself, and you have a lot to offer. So the stakes could be a lot higher in this connection for them, which is why they're having trouble knowing the right thing to say or do here, all right? So let's find out. Let's look at the tarot and find out what is their issue, okay? So for pile number one, what is their person's issue? What is the issue here? Temperance and the devil. All right, okay. So some of them could be, like I said, like they want to have sex. They are thirsty as hell here. And they want to have pleasure with you. They are just wanting, look at this card here, look at her mouth is wide open. They probably really like your mouth. They probably really like it when you oral sex, if you go down on them, for if you're a man or a woman watching this. But I feel like they really want you sexually, and they're really, really into your, like, having some really amazing sexual experiences with you. But it's almost like they don't want to, you know, they could be a little bit worried here about ruining the connection by just, you know, making it all sexual here is what I'm seeing. And with the devil energy, they could become obsessed with you as well, because they said we have love obsession here. So I do feel like some of them are worried that they could become obsessed with you, and that they would, you know, really need you. You have here, both of you are being drained by negative situations. So they could have some other negative situations around them that are draining them, that are holding them back from communicating. And your person could be sensitive as well. Look at all these cards that just fell out. Spirit, I can't take all of those, right? But I feel like your person has an internal struggle going on inside of them, light and dark, with temperance and the devil. It's like they have an angel on one shoulder and a devil on another. They're like, and I sense this in your oracle cards. It's like they want you, but they keep trying to moderate their obsession with you. They keep trying to tone it down on the obsession with you. And I feel like they realize that they could easily become obsessed with you, and maybe an unhealthy way too. And maybe like, they could become very sexually obsessed with you here. They know you're the one, and that scares them. So they're just having a hard time with that. And then we have here, they're adoring your smirks and your smiles and your laugh. So, but why are they concerned that you're fucking someone else, pile number one? That's the interesting thing here. Okay, Spirit, can I get some information about this "are you fucking someone else" card here? Okay, so what's their issue? Are they fucking someone else here? Is pile number one's person fucking someone else? The Emperor? No, I don't think they are. I don't think they're fucking someone else. I think they want to fuck you, and I think they're like digging their heels in, and I think that they, you know, I think they're really interested in fucking you is what I'm seeing here. But they're worried, Eight of Swords. I feel like they worry that you're with someone else, okay? Or that you have another option. And maybe you do, because maybe you guys aren't to that phase yet where you're, you know, where you're just one-on-one. But I think they're like, you know, concerned here that possibly too, they feel concerned that they're not seeing something about you that should be obvious to them, and that because they're so sexually drawn into you, they're gonna miss, you know, any red flags or warning signs here. And you could also be protecting yourself as well, pile number one, from this connection, because you feel a little, Nine of Pentacles, maybe you want to remain single, and you want to explore your options and remain single, and you don't want to be trapped by anyone, okay? So yeah, that's what I'm getting here. But let's see, what else does your person, I see your person is kind of stubborn about what their thoughts right now. They're not like letting up on, they're stuck on this point of they're obsessed with you, but they don't know how to like moderate their own feelings. There are some people in the world who get mad when they like someone, okay? If people have been love avoidant, or they haven't wanted to open their heart, and then they meet someone that's really, really eye-opening to them, a lot of times those people, they don't really know how to open their heart, okay? And they get mad because somebody caused them, because their angels led them to someone, and now they're feeling obsessed by it, all right? And let's see here, Princess of Cups. Yeah, this person feels for you. They have, they have feelings for you here, and I think they're afraid that you're not going to be ready for what they have to bring you. And isn't that about a bitch, pile number one? Because you wouldn't be watching this video if you didn't want this person to reach out to you. So it's kind of annoying, and that is annoying. And this person needs to, up their confidence a little and be more communicative with you, so that they can have an opening to you, because right now they're closed off, right? I see this person is closed off, and I see you looking in their direction and saying, I'm open. I feel like you're open, and I feel like this person gets like stubborn and closed off, although they want to be with you with the Emperor. It's weird, okay? Seven of Wands, yeah, they're defensive of their heart. They're defensive of what might come in the future. They try to ward things off. They try to push things away and ward things off and stay closed off to things, because I think they just have a problem with intimacy. And the problem is you came in, and you, with the Princess of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, and you woke up their heart space. So, they don't have a choice. They have to face it. And that's the devil that keeps us in bondage, right? Because sometimes we don't have a choice, and we just have to face things, okay? We just have to face it. We don't have a choice. And I feel like your person is coming into that awareness here. So what is holding pile number one's person back here? What's their issue? Spirit, please clarify. What's their issue here? Five of Cups. Yeah, I think they're just worried and I think they've shed some tears over you, pile number one. I'm not going to lie here. I think they're just worried that you're not going to feel the same way that they do, and that they're going to constantly be reaching for the cup with you, and they're going to constantly be trying to get a hold of you, and you're not going to reciprocate, and that they're going to get, they're going to get rejected. I think they're afraid they're going to get rejected here. Yeah, King of Pentacles, I think they probably think you want someone who's more elevated than them, someone who's like more well off than them, somebody who has more to offer them. I think in their heads, they don't think that they have enough here to offer you, all right? And so, but that's so annoying, pile number one. Why are they being this way? And the thing about it is they do have plenty to offer. They do, but they sleep with one eye open, and they get paranoid about people like screwing them over or taking their funds, or maybe they went through a divorce and somebody cleaned them out and took a lot of their money. It's like they sleep with one eye open, and they've been through some shit in the past, so they have learned lessons. This isn't a person who has had no relationships and learned no lessons. This is a person who has, and I feel like they're just afraid of you rejecting their offer, and that they're just, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy for them here. Princess of Pentacles, okay? Yeah, I feel like they think that you're just gonna laugh at their offer, and you're gonna be like, I don't care. And yeah, it's really bizarre, pile number one, why they feel this way. They feel rejected by you. They feel like they're not good enough for you. And they feel like I feel like with the Princess of Pentacles, they just can't take those first steps towards you. Like they just can't make themselves pick up the phone and call you and ask you out. It's like they're afraid. They could be afraid. Some of them could be afraid they made a bad impression and they went out with you one time and they made a bad impression on you. But I do think they just are having trouble taking those first steps because I think they feel they will be rejected. And I think rejection for them is like the worst thing. 8 of Pentacles, I see they were like throwing themselves into their work in order to avoid like the obsession that they're having with you, and they're trying to moderate themselves, and their angels are telling them, hey, cool your heels, cool your jets here. And they see you over here being single and being beautiful, Princess of Pentacles, being the empath over here. They see you over here as a prize that they could, you know, attain. But I think that they're throwing themselves into their work and they're distracting themselves with everything around them here. And they're just focusing on the 3D and the material world so that they don't have to look at their feelings and look at the fact that they feel like they could be rejected. Some of them are being stubborn about this too. They're not wanting to let that go. They're not wanting to give up their defenses here. And some of them are just being trapped in their own, you know, self-fulfilling prophecy about how things will go for them, right? So I think that some of them have experienced a loss recently in their life. Maybe it was a father figure for some of them, because we did have Jesus come up and it was talking about a father figure and father healing. So some of them could have some, you know, significant, you know, for the masculine or feminine here, could have lost somebody recently, lost a father or a father type figure, and or a brother, and this person could really still have a lot of grief about that, and therefore they threw themselves into their work and into their to their material pursuits, and they haven't really pursued their heart too much. And you know, you over here, pile number 2, you've been busy as well too with the 9 of Pentacles. You've been doing your own thing. You've been open, you know, you've been open to love, pile number 1. You've been open, but this person is, I think, afraid of sliding into the abyss with you and letting their love for you overtake them. Okay, that's deep, pile number 1. What else are their issues here? Okay, so King of Swords and Ace of Wands. So this person wants to communicate. They want to share how they feel, and they want to have sex with the Ace of Wands here. They want to start something new with you. They want to try a different tactic with you, is what I feel. Like they want to strategize a different tactic with you and not come at you the way that they did in the past. I think they're trying to strategize a new way to approach you, pile number 1, because I do see that this person, you know, is wanting to like rekindle with the Ace of Wands here, and they're wanting passion with you. Okay, and they're very focused on trying to find another strategy with you. And I can see that they're considering like multiple things that they could say or do. And they kind of are feeling a little bit silly for the way that they behaved, I see as well. And I see that they could be a little nervous as well too. But I think they're going to do it here with this Ace of Wands because they want to be with you, right? I think they recognize your value. And that, you know, and boundaries here with the Emperor card. This empath card here is talking about boundaries with the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. There are going to be boundaries in this situation. There needs to be healthy boundaries that support both of you. And I can see they're trying to strategize on that. I see a T and a C and a G in this card, if that's your name or their name. I do think that, you know, they're thinking very hard. I can see that they're in their head, and I can see that their crown chakra, like they are getting downloads from spirit about this connection, and their crown chakra is activated here, because they do want to move things forward with you. Yeah, their third eye and their crown is activated here. And I think that, you know, you're a connection point for them. This person, that's the other thing here, is you're a connection point to them, and you're like the electricity going through them, all right? So you've had a deep impact on this person, and I think they're trying to understand what this means, and they're not quite sure, so they're feeling defensive about it. And again, it's this idea of sleeping with one eye open for this person. I think maybe in the past, they, you know, haven't really experienced this too much. And so this is a new thing for them. And I do feel they're guarding their heart here still. They're guarding their heart chakra. It's like they tried to take their heart chakra and push it down to like the lower levels, like turn their heart chakra into their root chakra, which like make it all sexual, right? Like I think in their heads, they've tried to make this connection all sexual, all about sex, to deny their feelings here. And so I think and normally for them, when a connection is just about sex, they don't really communicate that much. It's like, what are you doing? Like, you want to hang out, right? So I think they're trying to maintain the mental patterns of someone who just wants to maybe have sex, but they're having this emotional reaction to you. And I think that's the secret here for you, pile number one, is they're having this emotional reaction to you. And I think they're concerned that you're not going to be feeling the same towards them, but they are trying to strategize. Okay, you guys. So in this extended reading, we're going to go into timing and to how you're going to feel. All right. So when this person reaches out or initiates more contact with you. So that was interesting, pile number one. If that resonated for you, do let me know. That was an interesting one. I mean, it's hard, right? Because you hear, oh, this person really likes you, but they're just afraid of you. Well, that's not fun, right, pile number one? I feel you on that one. Okay, so pile number two. So right now you guys chose the Amethyst here for pile number two. And we're going to look at limited contact. What's their issue? Okay, so what's your person's issue? Why do they have limited contact with you? I'm starting to feel a little bit of nervous energy here too. So there could be some nervous energy in this situation. In the extended reading, we're going to look at timing and outcome and how you're going to feel, all right? So click the extended link below if you want to go into that. But before that, let's do your actual reading here and talk about limited contact. What is their issue? Okay, pile number two, here we go. These are interesting reads today. Star seeds, you are here for a bigger mission than your 3D mind can comprehend. Bring your focus into service. Assist the collective in the grand shift, okay? I promise I am working on fixing this. Wow. I've never experienced chemistry like I do with you. It overwhelms my mind and body. Okay, this person's thinking about the time when you guys were together or times when you touched, or your bodies touched, or your hands touched. I'm getting you overwhelm their senses, okay? And I will taste your sweet kiss again. Sweetness, oh my God, you guys. Emptiness, my bed feels empty without you. Wow. Okay, we have Mahavatar Baji, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. All right, so this person is expanding their consciousness. And waking up to this connection. You give me a reason to get out of bed in the morning. You help me to become a better person, motivational lover. And then we have, I found you, but I made an ass of myself. And I wonder if you'd give me another chance. Bad behavior, ashamed. Okay, so this person did something to draw you away. So we have brunette female here. Then we have obstacles, and we have open relationship. Okay. So this person has been trying to acquire you, to accomplish you, to bring you into their life, but they have encountered a lot of obstacles in doing that. They feel so emotionally drawn into you with the orange here. I'm drawn to this orange, into the sacral chakra. They feel very connected to you, even if you haven't slept with them yet, but I think a lot of you have. They feel very drawn to you, and they're very intrigued by you, and they find you stunning, okay, with the brunette female here. and there's obstacles. For some of you, you guys could be having obstacles with a brunette female because we have open relationship here. So there could be a third party situation in this or other options. And I don't like talking about that, but you know, and sometimes open relationship is just you're in the dating phase. And so in the dating phase, we have to assume that the person that we're seeing has one or two other options, right? If you haven't talked about being exclusive yet, then you might as well assume. But this creates a lot of challenges, right, pile number 2, because you might really like someone and really enjoy them, but you're in that phase where you have to play it cool, right? With the you have to, like, you know, keep your options open, and you have to pretend to like other people or look for other people, or maybe you actually want to keep your options open, right? So I do feel like this person has had obstacles with you and they're considering if they should look elsewhere. But I see this person gaze is still on you. It's like they still even want to come towards you, even though they're having obstacles with you. There is an obstacle in the way of this person getting to you. All right. So we have to find out what that obstacle is, because I think, and for some of them, it could be a practical aspect, but for others of them, they did something wrong. They made a misstep with you. They did something that you didn't like, okay? And I think they know. Even if they act like they don't know, they know. I think that they know, because they're not a dummy here with the star seeds. You know, they could be Virgo energy here, Pisces energy here, Leo energy is something else that I get here, but regardless of, it doesn't matter. This person has a, you know, they have a unique mission here on Earth as a starseed, and they're working on trying to comprehend that. And I feel like they're waking up more. And as they wake up, they're realizing what they did wrong. And I think that they know they made a misstep with you. Like you're walking down a road with someone, I'm seeing this image, and they just walked a little bit too much this way. They needed to stay on the path, right? And so I do think that they are, you know, struggling with that because they're trying to fix it, and they know that you have a sweet kiss, and that without you, you know, what's that song by Jodeci? Without you, baby, I'm living on the edge. I feel worthless. It's been, you know, how many ever hours since you've been gone, and that's too long, so come back home, all right? So I just got that channeled through me right now. But this person is saying, you give me a reason to get out of bed in the morning. So I think you guys have had to been apart for some time now. Maybe they've been traveling. Maybe they've had family issues come up. Maybe you guys live in different places, or they have children, so you can't see each other all the time. There's just some obstacle here that's really not allowing them to come towards you. And I feel like they made a little misstep. They made not a little misstep with you. They made a misstep with you here. And they're trying to have soul expansion and understand this connection with you. They are trying to understand and to fix it, okay? And I think they know they did something wrong because you're not with them. You're not in their bed. So, you know, they know that there's an emptiness that they're experiencing. At first, you might have been like really, really open and into this and looking at them and considering them, but then they did something and it made you second guess the connection, okay? So I think that they're trying to fix it, but I think they're having troubles doing that because there's an obstacle, and it could be a practical obstacle that's in the way here, okay? And so with that being said, guys, let's go into the tarot and take a look at what is the issue here, okay? What is the issue? So what's the issue here? Why is there limited contact between my pile number 2s and their person? What is pile number 2's person's issue here? What is their issue? Spirit, angels, and guides, what is their issue? Princess of Cups, okay? So there could be a child, there could be a young person, maybe they have a daughter, and there could be a young person in their life or a younger lover. But what I'm seeing more is there's a young person in their life that needs them, possibly a child, and they're having to take care of that person, or they have to take care of responsibilities. Maybe they have aging parents, maybe they have, you know, things that they have to do for work, but I just get the sense that they have to put some time and energy, some emotions and time and energy into someone else here, okay? And it's something that they have to do. It's not like, you know, you have to care for something if you have it, right? Like if you had a garden full of flowers and you were trying to grow flowers, you can't just leave it abandoned, right? You have to care for it. And you know, that could be something that this person is realizing. If you care for something, you can't abandon it and just leave it alone. You have to actually add water. You have to add sunlight, add water, right? I think they're starting to get that. Seven of Cups. Oh my God, you guys, this person's bowing down to you right now. I do think that they feel very sorry. If you guys can see the Seven of Cups, this person is bowing down to you and saying, I am sorry. This person could be like, you know, spiritual, into yoga, things like that. But, you know, if they're not, I just see this person being very, you know, like they made an ass of themselves. Could you give me another chance? And they see you over here, like in their mind, they think they're willing to do whatever it takes, but they want to kiss your cheek, but they see you're looking off kind of cold and detached, like, I don't really care, you know? So I think this person has a sense that they're going to have to come towards you and apologize and bow down to you, because that's the only way that, yeah, because you are covering the cup here. And so I think they sense that they're going to have to come and apologize to you for what they did and restore the balance in this situation emotionally, or it isn't going to work, okay? So what is their issue? Why are they not reaching out? Three of Wands, the Chariot, and Judgment. So I think some of them just had other things going on, and they had other things that they had to go do, like travel. Some of them don't live close to you. Some of them were traveling. Some of them had other things they had to tend to in their life. But I do think there were other things that were demanding their attention at a pretty rapid pace. And I feel like they tried to do it all, but it caused them to become off balance. I feel like they tried to pay attention while still doing this other stuff. But at the end of the day, all they did was piss people off with the Judgment card here. And I see that this person is trying to dust their shoulder off, you know, like of the situation, and be like, you know, like what's that song by Ladies is Pimps Too, Dust Your Shoulders Off. Like that's a Jay-Z song. But I don't know why I just got that. But I do feel like, you know, your eye is on them, and that you see them, you see what they've been doing. And if they have been running or having their attention just completely blurred for whatever reason, I feel like you're seeing the truth of the situation. I also feel like this person is seeing the truth of this situation and waking up. And they're realizing that, you know, running away and passively waiting for ships to come in while the situation evolves is not going to create anything good. So I feel like this person is having an awakening around this issue, but it's taken some time, pile number two, and I feel like their energy is still waiting. They could be waiting for you to make a move now towards them. Like they've like, oh, I've bowed down to you. I've tried to tell you how I feel. And now I want you to make a move. So some of them want you to make a move, which is crazy, right? Because they need to make a move, right? Pile number two. Death, yeah. Some of them are thinking about like this situation is going to be over, and that they don't want to share any more things with you, and they want to guard themselves. And they think that this situation is over, or it could be over. And so they're like preemptively just preparing themselves for that emotionally. I feel like if anything with death here, this situation is greatly changing, and there's going to be movement in this situation with Chariot, and people are going to wake up to what's going on here. All right. So there is going to be a wake-up call that's issued. We have the Star. Yeah, I do see you forgiving this person. Okay. I do see that this person knows that things have to change in this connection. And I think that their angels and guides are leading them to a better outcome in this situation with you. And so, you know, they're having to come face to face with the parts of themselves that are challenging for them to look at. And I feel like you've woken this up inside of them, but I do see them, you know, wanting to make peace with you, okay? Pile number 2, for some of these people, if, you know, you've had some really harsh, you know, if this person left you in the past and there was a harsh awakening associated with all of this and an ending came, I do see that this person is wanting to heal things. Prince of Cups, so we have the Princess and the Prince of Cups. So I do think this person is wanting to, you know, reach out to you. I do see that. It's not that they don't want to reach out, but what the hell is their issue? Okay, what the hell? I still don't feel like I know what their issue is. Talk to me, Prince of Cups. What is your issue? They're being kind of vague, all right? I think they feel like, you know, like they did something wrong, right? They did something wrong, and I think that they're worried. Yeah, 10 of Wands. I feel like, okay, all right. I feel like they think that they have, we have Prince of Cups, 10 of Wands, and 5 of Pentacles. Okay, thank you, Spirit. This is their issue. I feel like they think they've put a lot into this connection and that they've tried really hard and they've tried to do everything, and they've tried, maybe some of them have even apologized with the Star card here, but you know, I feel like they think in their mind that they've tried really hard in this connection and that they just can't go on any further. And so they're waiting to see if you come through with any effort. I think some of them are feeling hurt. I think some of them think that you're feeling smug and you're feeling fine no matter what, and they're feeling hurt, okay? I do think they're feeling hurt and they think that you're doing okay. I feel like they feel this connection has, you know, like aged them for some of them, and it's stressed them out. Some of them could be having some physical issues with regard to this connection, like their backs are hurting, their shoulders are hurting, headaches, their faces are hurting. I don't know, I'm just getting faces hurting. But I feel like some of them are hurting, and they've been hurting in the connection. And so I feel like some of them are just in pain, and they need healing and they need things to change. They need healing, they need things to change, and they've been in pain, okay? And I think in the past, you know, there was hasty retreats and there was a lot of volatility in the connection, and, you know, both of you were trying to leave the connection possibly at one point here. But I think that they feel that they have like bowed down to you enough and that they expect you to open up a little bit to them, okay? So yeah, and some of them could just be off to other adventures here as well with the 3 of Wands and the Chariot. Is, you know, they got hurt by this situation. It came to an end. And so now they're just off doing other things to take their mind off things. And that's why you haven't really heard from them. But I think this person's going to have a rude awakening here with, you know, a huge awakening here with the Judgment card and death. Like they're and the healing. This person has, I think at first when you guys stopped talking, they, when you weren't talking as much, they just were like, okay, fine. They accepted it and they went off and did other things. But I can see now that they still are hurt about whatever happened here. And, they, you know, maybe you were the one with bad behavior here too. And you know, and they wish that you would give them, or they would give you another chance. All right. But there's definitely an obstacle that came up, and some of them had to move or had to leave. Some of them had to leave situations with another person as well here. But this person has seen some, you know, challenging things emotionally come to pass as a result of, you know, this connection. And I think that's why they aren't initiating a ton of contact right now, okay, pile number 2. But I do think that they want to, right? Because we have here, I promise I'm working on fixing this. I've never experienced chemistry like I do with you. Someone here is trying to expand their soul. So I do feel like this person is trying to press forward even under like really challenging circumstances. They're still trying to press forward. But that's why they aren't in contact as much as they could be. Okay, pile number 2. So In the extended reading, we'll get into the timing on this connection, the outcome, and how you're going to feel, all right? So do join me on the extended reading. And thank you so much, pile number 2. I hope that resonated, and do leave me a comment. All right. There's multiple storylines coming through on that one, so just doing my best to stick with it, all right? So let's see here for pile number 3. Okay, so pile number 3, you chose the fire and ice crystal here. And our question is limited contact, what's their issue, okay? So spirit, angels, and guides, please clear the energy of piles 1 and 2, release the cords, and let me be a divine channel for my pile number 3s. Okay, thank you so much. Pile number 3. Limited contact, what is their issue? Let's take a look. I miss everything about you. We've got some real romantic people here. Sacral chakra, emotional blocks. How can you deepen the relationship to self? What relationships are draining you at this time? Denying your deep desires and making love to yourself. Okay, so this is all from your person regarding limited contact. What is their issue? I remember everything about you and I miss everything about you. Oh boy. Stripping down feminine beliefs. Grasping, I can't let go. Kathumi, cloak of wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Okay, some of you are just getting validation on this reading. You already know. Your person already knows. Your person is saying, make me come alive. Come on, turn me on. Touch me, turn me on. No sex for a long time. Wants to have sex, okay? With the sacral chakra here too, yep. And then we have here, a love like you comes once in a lifetime. We were promised to each other in another lifetime. All right, so, and then we have gossip, fun times, and travel. Okay, so there could definitely be something here that there could have been some shit talkers, or there could have been some, you know, things that were said by others and others meddling in this situation that caused things to go from a fun time to, you know, not a great time. And I think you guys did have some fun times together. I think you guys traveled together. You had some amazing fun times together. You enjoyed one another. And I think this person is feeling nostalgic about you and they're not wanting to let go. I think this is someone that you were with in the past, and that you really, like, you know, the feminine in this connection really, you know, learned something in this connection, and their beliefs were completely changed from this connection. And I think the feminine has experienced a lot of changes, but I think the masculine is having a hard time letting go, and is grasping here, all right, the masculine in this connection. But there's some kind of, you know, there's some heard it through the grapevine stuff here, and that caused this relationship to break down. You guys could have had some really tough communication. You had fun together when you were together, but there was fun, you know, there was just fun times when you were together, but your guys' communication could have been very childish or very low vibrational communication. Okay, so they could be reminiscing about how, you know, you guys had so much fun, but also how you had such low vibrational communication patterns together. And therefore, that's why they don't want to reach out and have more communications here. All right. But they do. This is someone who's being very nostalgic about you and is still emotionally connected to you through the sacral chakra, which is our intimacy and emotional centers. So if you don't want to be connected to this person anymore, pile number 3, if you do want to put this behind you, then I recommend doing some clearing in your sacral chakra and letting this go and praying over that, because this person still is trying to connect with you. They can't let go. And you know, your person already knows the answer that they seek, that there was something in this connection that was, you know, like communication was very challenging, or somebody else got in the mix and mixed things up here, but they miss everything about you. They remember everything about you. And you know, they denied themselves. I feel like they denied themselves you as well, pile number 3. This person has a large sexual appetite, and maybe they hadn't slept with anyone for a while before they met you, or they were in a loveless or sexless marriage. Okay, so yeah, some of them are just, you know, they it's very hard for them to separate their energy from you, and they're still like deep in it. And I think that you're kind of the one that got away here. And they can't let go, right? So, but that's so crazy because they're not communicating, right? And I think it could have to do with, you know, maybe they heard it through the grapevine that you were with someone else, and so they don't want to communicate, or maybe they have people around them that are poisoning the well and not wanting them to communicate with you, okay? So there's something going on with the communication that's really kind of messed up here. Which is the whole point of this video, actually. You know, limited contact, what's their issue? So we're gonna get into the tarot cards and dig a little bit deeper, especially on this gossip issue, okay? What's going on with this gossip issue here? Okay, so spirit, angels, and guides, help me discern for my pile number 3s. What is their person's issue? Why do they have limited contact with my pile number 3s? Why does pile number 3's person have limited contact with them? What is going on here? Knight of Swords. Yeah, the communication was rough between you guys, and I think it got away from them. I think that they would talk to you sometimes and they would just run their mouth and shit would get away from them, and then something would happen, and you know, it just... Yeah, the Knight of Swords is just communicating to me that there was problems with communication here, and we'll find out more. Why limited contact? What's their issue? Limited contact. What is their issue? Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so I think this person is trying to moderate themselves and hold back from spilling everything at your doorstep like they've done in the past. I think they're trying to become better communicators, or it could be that you guys had some very rough communications with one another and it just didn't suit them, and it was too fast and too furious, and they're more of a peaceful, take it easy, like hippie kind of an energy, so they didn't want to be in that. Maybe you pile number 3 like to gossip a lot, and that person isn't into that, and it was a communication pattern that bothered them, and they like to be more chill. That's for some of you. They like to be more chill, and so they don't really want to communicate because of that. The Empress, this kept showing up. Okay, so why don't they want to communicate? I think they look for someone who's like a very mature feminine or masculine energy, someone who has like, you know, mothering type of energy, somebody who is like, you know, very caring, very loving, very nurturing. And I see this person abandoning ship and going to try to walk towards something that's more like that. I think their ideal dream man or woman is somebody who, you know, would never say a mean thing about anyone, but also doesn't really take shit, but like somebody who's mature, right? And so I think that they think that the grass is greener too. I think they believe that the grass is greener on the other side as well. Okay, so what limited contact, what is their issue? Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, I think that they think that, you know, it's the same thing. It's just clarifying the Empress. I think they think the grass is greener. I think they they think their perception is that they want to move towards like the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. And maybe, you know, things with you guys were just very rocky and unstable and moved too quickly. And I think they want to take their time, and they're trying to, you know, they want to move a little bit slower and take their time with someone. And they might just not like it if you're one of those people that kind of lives on the fly and does whatever you want. I think they're looking for someone who like is more, you know, like nurturing, or someone who's, you know, in their eyes, I'm not saying this about you, pile number 3, but in their eyes, someone who's calmer or kinder, okay? And I know I can have a very cutting tongue, right? So, right? But for some reason, this person is still remembering everything about you. Maybe they're remembering you as this, and maybe they said some shit, right? I mean, take it as it resonates, but you know, they remember everything about you. Maybe you were their ideal woman, but they thought the grass was greener, and so they went off in search of something else, right? So, or you were their ideal man or woman, but then they went searching for someone else. Yeah, I do think they went off searching for something else here with the Fool and the 10 of Wands. I think the situation became too much for them. Maybe they couldn't deal with the responsibilities or what it meant to be with someone like you, but I think that they went off searching for something else here with the 10 of Wands and the Fool. Like the situation became too overbearing for them, and so they just wanted to have a new beginning, and that's why you've had limited contact with them. Because just, yeah, Five of Swords, definitely something with your guys' communication, that something that where you triggered in each other. Like normally without each other, they could be the Knight of Pentacles and you could be the Empress, right? And you guys would be like grounded and cool and chill and normal and whatever. But something about your guys' energy together just threw them off. But I still think that they think about you, right? Because they're saying, I remember everything about you. And it could be that, you know, they wanted you to change with this stripping down of feminine beliefs, that they wanted you to be the one to make a change here. I feel like this person had a very hard time letting go of you regardless, right? I can't let go. The 10 of Wands is when we've exhausted every option and we just can't anymore. Like literally we've done everything. And I think this person experienced, you know, I think they regret losing the Empress. Whoever the Empress is in this reading, they regret, that could be a Taurus or a Libra, could be a Gemini, could be a Cancer, an Aries. They regret losing the Empress here. And they are like, how did I let my thoughts get to me like that? You know, how did I let, like, if other people were whispering in their ear or talking shit, they're like, how did I let other people convince me that this wasn't my Empress or my Queen of Pentacles? Why did I think the grass was greener? Why did I go off searching for someone else? What was that about? You know, and I think they have, like, why did I go off on a new beginning here? I guess is, you know, Taurus energy. Like I said, the Hierophant is here. In the Strength card, the Leo card is here. So I do think this person is trying to find practical ways to reach out to you. Like you might find them being like, oh, you left this over at my house, or, oh, I remember when you said you really liked this. What do you think about it, right? I think they're becoming more lighthearted about this if in the past things got really messed up. I do think that they're trying to move on and be a happier person, even though like they're upset about what happened and they can't really let go. Okay, so with Taurus and Leo energy, that's very fixed energy. So sometimes people get very focused on what they want and they can't really let it go. And this person, you know, says, a love like you comes once in a lifetime. We were promised to each other in another lifetime. So this person could still be very much into you here, especially if you're a Taurus, a Libra, Virgo, Capricorn. This person could still be very, very into you and, you know, want and sees a future with you with the infinity sign here. And this time wants to treat you better and be better to you and show the better part of their nature. So I do see that this person still holds a big place for you in their life, whether you guys are currently talking or not. But I think it's the communication that causes them to pause, right? Whatever this gossip is and this Five of Swords is, that's what causes them to have limited contact with you and to pause, okay? So with that being said, guys, that was pile number 3. And in the extended reading, we will go into timing, outcome, and how you're going to feel when they reach out, okay? So I do hope to see you on the extended reading, and do take care, everyone. Thank you so much.